The Concours de Elegance at Pebble Beach is considered by many to be the most prestigious car show in the world.
This year, it's celebrating its 70th anniversary after, of course, COVID-19 delayed the party last year. Sean Stiles is in Monterey for the party, where they found plenty of San Diegans enjoying.
Concours de Elegance here at Pebble Beach is celebrating its 70th anniversary. And as you can see, it is a celebration of car excellence. But it's just not one day, it's the whole week long at Monterey. We begin at Rolex Monterey Motorsport Reunion at WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca, where we found three San Diegans. Mark Leonard.
I'm in the FIA and IMSA group from 1973 to 1981. There's other groups that have sports racing cars from the 50s and 60s, and there's more modern LMP cars. So each run group is specific to a part of history.
Don Anderson has campaigned his 1964 Bobbsey Porsche over 2 decades.
This particular car went with me, which means 10 gallons of gas, 17 quarts of oil, and driver at 175 pounds. Weighs 1375.
That lets Don drive the way he likes.
The car isn't moving around at 52 kilometers, you're not going fast enough.
Pancho Guzman was running his Porsche Duralite, which started out as a 550A.
The owner crashed the car when he was almost brand new, so he couldn't afford a new body from the Porsche factory. So they decided to build this car. It's one of a kind.
The Historics were celebrating pony cars in Trans Am racing. So while they were on display, they were also on the track and people could take part in the pits. Concorso Italiano is all Italian. San Diegan Gary Bobiloff has been the chief judge for 23 years.
This year, it's tribute to the Lamborghini models, which we have the Countach itself. We've got the 50-year anniversary. Italian cars offer you something that the typical either German or American cars do not. As nice as American and German cars are, somehow the Italian cars are extremely flamboyant.
Up from San Diego was John Buckman with his 1971 Di Tommaso Pantera.
The lines of the car and the fact that it was way ahead of its time for the 1970s.
And then there's the Concours de Elegance, celebrating its 70th anniversary.
This is the premier event for automobile display in the entire world.
San Diegan Jonathan Siegel has won 3 times at Pebble and is going for a Grand Slam.
We have a 1956 Maserati A6G 2000 Zagato Coupe.
The Zagato has San Diego roots.
In 1956, this car was sold out of San Francisco to an owner, James Hoke, in San Diego.
There were 3 evolutions of the Zagato.
And the third one then split the bumpers across, added the 2 pieces on top. So this thing evolved, and this is the absolute last one ever built.
This Mercedes-Benz 230 SL, styled by Pininfarina, was brought by Russell Hook from La Jolla.
Mercedes normally designs their own cars in-house. This is was one of the rare times that Mercedes let their cars be stylized in a custom coach house.
The artistry and engineering is amazing. Some of the rarest to the fastest, along with 40 of the best in show from the past 70 years. And Jonathan Siegel, he got his Grand Slam. And all the funds that are raised here, well, all the money goes to charities on the peninsula here in the Monterey County. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
So cool to see all